Hello, fellow murderers. Today is Saturday, June 22nd, 2024, and it's a great day to solve a murder. Today, we have the case of the unfortunate demise of the new recruit, and we have 6 4x4 grids with suspects, motives, locations, and weapons. And I will say a rather lovely color palette for the suspects today. Today, we have statements, 4 statements, one for each of our suspects, and we know that one of these is our liar and our murderer. Whomever is lying is our murderer today. That's how we'll crack the case. So let's go ahead and meet our suspects today. We have Judge Pine, Mayor Honey, Coach Raspberry, and Officer Copper. The weapons today are a channeled text, a pitchfork, an angry llama, and a brick. The locations today are the barracks, the meeting house, the library, and the locked gate. And finally, our motives are to rage with jealousy, to fight for the revolution, to hide an affair, and to escape blackmail. Alrighty, let's check out our clues and evidence. So we've got a fingerprint clue to start us off. So this fingerprint was found in the library. So whomever matches this fingerprint, we're going to put them in the library. And that's going to be Mayor Honey, drawn right away to these 2 lines here, very distinct compared to the others. So that is Mayor Honey in the library. Mayor Honey in the library. An angry llama was reflected in blue eyes. All right, I feel like people really can kind of get tripped up on the reflected in, but this is just saying that the person with the llama had blue eyes. So let's look for a blue-eyed suspect or suspects. We have brown eyes, hazel eyes, blue eyes, and blue eyes. Okay, so it's between these 2 for the llama. So let's go ahead and say that Judge Pine and Mayor Honey did not have the llama. That can also tell us, since we know Mayor Honey's location already, that the llama was not in the library, so we can mark that in as well. All right, next we have an anagram. And it's a tiny red chip was discovered beside a gate. So I think that's the brick. Red. Although it doesn't say anything about a chip, and I would really like a chip comment. Like, look for a red chip left behind. Okay, I don't see anything else that even mentions red, so I don't love the association, but I think it's good enough. So, okay, so beside a gate, I'm assuming that's the locked gate, but let's just double check that there aren't any other things that mention a gate. No, just this. Okay, so we're going to put the brick at the locked gate. Okay, the person who wanted to rage with jealousy was in the barracks. Okay, so the barracks and rage with jealousy, mark that in. And that will also tell us that this was not Mayor Honey's motive, right, to rage with jealousy, because that is at the different location. And one thing I forgot to fill in earlier, but we can also say Mayor Honey did not have the brick, as the brick is associated with the locked gate and not the library. So we can put that in as well. Okay. Whoever wanted to hide an affair was a Taurus. I know Judge Pine is a Taurus. Let's see if we have anyone else. No. So Judge Pine wanted to hide an affair. So we'll put that in. And we already know the motive for the barracks is to rage with jealousy. So we can say that Judge Pine was not at the barracks. Anything else we can get from that? Well, we can say we know that Mayor Honey was in the library, not Judge Pine. And so we can say the library motive was not to hide an affair. We can put that in. Okay. I think that might be all for now. Okay, and then finally we have Coach Raspberry wanting to escape blackmail. So with this, we then can fill out all of the motives for each of our suspects. So Officer Copper was the one who wanted to rage with jealousy, and that means Officer Copper was at the barracks. That means also Officer Copper could not have had the brick. And I think that's it for now. And we also have then Mayor Honey. We can fill out Mayor Honey a little bit more here. Fighting for the revolution, which we can assign to the library as well. And still no information on weapons. It's one of these two, though, so we can cross off the other two for fighting for the revolution because we know that's no longer a viable option. And the same is already done for library here, so we don't need to do that over here as well. I think that's everything. One other thing, since we know Officer Copper did not have the brick, we can say the brick was not raging with jealousy. Now I think we have everything. So let's go through our statements. I'm going to cross this off. Okay. Oh, no way. Well, Judge Pine is our murderer today. Yep, Judge Pine's the murderer, but you know what? We still need to figure out a lot more information. We don't know where Judge Pine was or what weapon they had. So let's go ahead and put in Judge Pine. I'm not even going to bother with the others. This is obviously the lie. Officer Copper brought a brick. No, Officer Copper did not bring a brick. So then Coach Raspberry brought a brick. That must be true. So let's go ahead and give the brick to Coach Raspberry. And then that gives the llama to Officer Copper. We do or don't have the llama location. Well, we do, because we know that Officer Copper was in the barracks and wanted to rage with jealousy. So that's everything for Officer Copper there. And yes, that's good there. Mayor Honey was not in the meeting house. So that means that Mayor Honey was by the locked gate, which makes sense. We already actually knew that from the brick clue. And we already know Mayor Honey wanted to, or sorry, not Mayor Honey, Coach Raspberry wanted to escape blackmail. So now we can put blackmail as the motive for the locked gate and hiding an affair as motive for the meeting house. That means that is Judge Pine in the meeting house. And let's see, I think we still need more information here. Or maybe not, maybe we have it and I'm just not seeing it yet. Nope, I think we need more information to give these to their weapon. And here it is. Mayor Honey brought a channeled text. So we'll put that as true. So then Judge Pine had the pitchfork. So let's put that in. Judge Pine with a pitchfork in the meeting house. Why? To hide an affair. Oldest motive in the book, right? Okay, so there's everything all filled out. And again, we have Judge Pine with a pitchfork in the meeting house to hide an affair. Let's go ahead and see if we were right. All right, we were right. Thanks so much for playing along with me today. I hope this was a helpful walkthrough, and we'll see you tomorrow.